The Confucius Institute is successfully expanding to bring Chinese culture and language to Miami University in southwestern Ohio. Our important partnership with Hanban plays an integral role in the global initiative strategy at Miami University. The excellent programs serve the internationalization of the university to support development of global knowledge and skills in our students, our faculty, our staff, and most important, our local community.
迈阿密大学孔子学院作为美国俄亥俄州成立的第一所孔子学院，于2007年7月12日正式签署协议，2007年8月4日正式启动运行，由美国迈阿密大学与中国辽宁师范大学合作共建。成立至今，迈阿密大学孔子学院一直致力于满足当地人民对汉语学习的需求，增进美国人民对中国语言文化的了解，加强中国与美国的教育文化交流合作，发展友好关系，促进迈阿密大学及当地社区多元文化的发展。迈阿密大学坐落于美丽的俄亥俄州牛津市，成立于1809年，是美国最优秀、最美丽、历史最悠久的公立大学之一。迈阿密大学致力于发展文化的多样性，培养学生的国际视野，与众多国外的优秀大学都有交流合作关系，积极推动学生海外研修项目。经过多年的努力，迈阿密大学不仅有名列前茅的本科教育水平，而且是美国大学生出国研修人数比例最高的大学。
迈阿密大学是唯一的一个一开始就认可孔子学院进入美国高等院校开设学分课程的大学。根据这个美国最权威的美国新闻与世界报告，这个迈阿密大学的本科教学排名为全美国第3。孔子学院的中文教学的质量很高，当然也体现了这个迈阿密大学对多元文化的包容和友好。经过孔子学院历届教师的不懈努力，无论是教学质量还是在课程发展前景、学生选修热度以及学生的满意度方面来看呢，迈阿密大学孔子学院的中文教学都走在前列。这个 Since the Confucius Institute at Miami was established in August 2007, we have made history for Hanban and Miami.
Do you know anything about the Confucius Institute here at Miami?
I know that they're just trying to spread the language and culture of China, and also they put on festivals and celebrations, and I've found that really interesting that they do that.
Could you briefly describe the event that took place?
What we got to do was celebrate the Chinese New Year. We got to play games, we got to learn a little bit more about the New Year, its significance, and just immerse ourselves in the celebration.
因为我想做国际商人，所以说汉语很重要。And the culture is just it's so vastly different from Western culture. It's always intrigued me, and I've always wanted to learn more about it.
I have noticed that Chinese people are of a very brilliant culture, and it seems like in some ways they're a lot more advanced than we give them credit for.
Living with someone from China, I mean, I've seen like a lot of differences in just like how they act, I guess, just like their opinions on everything. Sometimes it's pretty different, but I mean, it hasn't like made us like conflict with each other or like get into arguments or whatever. I mean, I just kind of look at it like, I like learning about it, kind of like learning how they think about things different from how I do. It's just interesting for me. But in a lot of ways, a lot of the things that surprise me are sometimes like how similar we are in some ways, like how we act with our friends and stuff like that is like sometimes the same and it's sometimes different, and I just like seeing both of those things.
我们和孔子学院有非常紧密的合作关系，我们在各个方面都进行过合作。主要的是我们请孔子学院的中文老师来我们系为我们教中文课。 他们的教学能力都非常强，所以呢，我们就让他们独立的担当每个中文班的教学工作作为主讲老师，不是作为助教，所以他们对我们这个中文组的工作呢，特别是教学工作帮助非常大。我们非常感谢他们为我们做出的这些个贡献。另外呢，我们和孔子学院呢，在其他方面也进行过非常紧密的合作他帮助我们搞过很多文化活动，比如说帮助我们搞过小品比赛帮助我们搞中文楼，搞这个中文桌子，搞这个中文角。
What do you hope your students gain from learning Chinese?
Wow. I hope they can go to China and practice the Chinese with some of, Chinese in China. That's what we call authentic Chinese. Yeah.
It's a drastically different culture from our own in terms of just the things that we consider to be rude and polite. Like I've noticed in my classes, as an American, I tend to be very direct in the way that I use my statements, and Chinese tend to be more indirect in asking questions or requests. And that's something that for me, I've had to learn to take a step back with when interacting in the frame of Chinese culture.
In my hometown, I grew up, and there's like a lot of students there whose families are originally from China and Japan. So in my high school, there were a lot of kids there that spoke Chinese and stuff like that. One of my best friends growing up was from China, and whenever he would call his parents on the phone, he would always speak in Chinese, and I always thought it was the hardest thing that you could possibly do, and I saw some of them write it, and the characters looked so hard, and so it always seemed like this impossible language to learn or whatever. But then when my roommate, when I met my friend, future roommate, I decided I could probably just do this for fun, but it turned out to be really fun and not as hard as I thought it was. And so I think one of my favorite parts about it is being able to write all the characters and stuff like that, and then when my family sees me do it, they all think it's amazing.
为什么我学习汉语吗？因为我不知道，我觉得因为我对汉语文化感兴趣，还有我觉得说汉语特别好玩，还有中国菜特别好吃啊。
每天孔子学院欢迎他们的学生，他们真的向我进步我们的汉语。在孔子学院，我来这里，然后每个老师会帮我进步我的汉语。
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Hanban, the Confucius Institute headquarters in China, for collaborating and cooperating with Miami University. It's my understanding that this is the 7th year of our Confucius Institute here at Miami University, and next year is obviously our 8th year, which is a lucky number. So we expect a lot of great things from our Confucius Institute. This partnership is what we need for the university, our students and faculty, given that the world is becoming smaller every year. The more that we connect our nations together, the better our students will learn about globalization. So again, I would like to thank Hanban for their willingness to partner with us here.
The Confucius Institute is a place for both Miami University and the local communities to join together and dive into the cultural experiences that really help to understand the Chinese culture. As you can see, we have made great strides so far. We thank Hanban for its continued leadership, thank Miami and the local communities for their dedication and support. We also thank Liaoning Normal University, our partners university in China, for working with us closely. In the upcoming month, we have many exciting new developments. Going forward, we want Confucius Institute to be more than just a presentation of Chinese cuisine, culture, and the costumes. The Confucius Institute should be a platform for multidimensional learning experiences that truly engages people and make them think, evaluate, re-evaluate, and understand. Think of us as a resource for you. and we're looking forward to seeing you in our future events.
I think China's really interesting and they're growing in importance in the world right now.
The world's becoming a smaller place and it's important for us to be able to communicate with one another.
我喜欢中文，我想去中国。
我想去中国。
我觉得中国很有意思。
我喜欢学习中文。
Old Miami.
New Miami.
Days of old.
And they should be.
Weave the story.
Our Miami.
Here's to thee.